When you test your VBA code, you will often want to stop a procedure partway through so that you can verify everything is working correctly up to that point. You can do that by setting a breakpoint. For this movie, we're going to use the watch value code module, so I'll double-click that over in the navigation pane to open it. This code looks in the orders table, and it finds a running total for all of the order values. In the previous movie, I showed you how to step through a procedure by pressing F8, and that goes through step by step. Let's say that rather than going step by step, what you want to do is to run the procedure to a certain point and then stop. So let's say that I want to break at the end of each loop. I can set a breakpoint by moving the mouse pointer onto this horizontal bar, which is to the left side of the code, and then clicking next to the line where I want to stop. When I do, Access displays a brick red dot and also highlights the line at which I will stop in red. Now when I press F5, instead of running all the way through, Access will stop at the breakpoint. So I'll do that. And Access has gone through the loop the first time. Now, if I hover my mouse pointer over the current total variable, Access displays the value that is currently assigned to it, and that is 44.95. Now if I press F5 again, Access runs through the loop again, and now when I hover the mouse pointer over current total, it displays the value of 127.4, so it added the second row order total to the previous value. Now if I press F5 again, Access does the same thing for the third row. Now when I press F5, Access completes the program because there were no more rows in the orders table. There are different ways that you can work with breakpoints. I'm going to press F5 again to start running the code, and the loop statement is highlighted. And let's say that I want to step out. In other words, I want to stop running the code. To do that, go up to the standard toolbar and click the reset button. Doing so steps you out of debugging mode. You can turn a breakpoint off, that is, remove it, by clicking the dot, which indicates that there's a breakpoint there. So clicking it removes it, and clicking it brings it back. You can set multiple breakpoints in your code. So let's say, for example, that you wanted to have a breakpoint here at the top of the do until loop. You could. It wouldn't make a lot of sense in this case, but that just illustrates the point you can have multiple breakpoints. And I'll clear that one away. And finally, I should point out that clicking to the left of an empty line of code doesn't do anything. So if I try to establish a breakpoint here or here on a blank line, it doesn't happen. Don't forget that you can use comments to have Access ignore certain lines of code. Combining comments with breakpoints helps you limit which code will run, greatly simplifying the debugging process.